I don't like to wet down my paper, but sometimes I need it a little bit. I like the light a little later in the day. It's just still a little too sunny. When I was young, I really feel this influenced me. I grew up in Astoria, and I loved to watch the light, like the way it reflected through the train station, and through the tracks and the shadows it would leave. And then as the trains would go over it, the changing shadows that it had. And also when I was very young, and before, I guess there was always a fear to let kids go out and play, but my mother would look outside and watch the light, and I'd watch it with her. And as it would shift the sun would shift to outside of the street, and I'd watch it as it would shift because the shadows would change on the buildings and the cars. She let me go out and play. So I was always curious about light, and I think it really affected my painting. And, just light, of course, is so important for color. I'm back in my studio after traveling most of the summer and fall in Italy. And I also do a lot of work on site, and I've been running around. I just had a solo show, and I've been in several group shows. One of my pieces is still up at if you get a chance to go by the City Court building in Long Island City. It's in the showcase right outside the library. It's inside the building, inside the court, but across from the library in the showcase. And that was a show, Making Connections, and the piece is part of my Subway series, and it's like my little mini me. So I'm spread out. I have my work in the gallery in Cortona, in Gallery Nazionale. Not the National Gallery in England, which is our running joke, but a beautiful gallery there. It's run by John Marie, and he is the manager, and his family owns it. It's a beautiful gallery. So that's one of the reasons I'm taken to Italy, and not a bad reason. And so it's like I'm opening up my space. It's like opening up a second home. I love my studio. It's like a second home. And I have to, just getting it all in working order again, and like taking the sheets off the furniture. Not that I ever did that. When people go away in the old movies, they have all the sheets covering everything. So I feel like I broke everything out, setting up my paints for the winter.